Today, I got a little bored of blowing out candles the old-fashioned way. I thought to myself, let's spice it up a little. So I decided to learn how to extinguish a candle using 4 different methods. For example, a drop of water. Not like that. Instead, take one of your fingers, bring it up alongside your mouth, and lightly flick your cheek. This is the first half of the water droplet sound. To make the rest of the sound, mouth the word hoink. Now I know it's not a real word, however the shape your mouth makes while saying this word causes the air to come out in such a manner that it makes the noise of a water droplet. Combine it with the flick, you've got a perfect water drop noise to extinguish the candle. You can even extinguish more than one. Now that's not the coolest way we can do this, so make sure you stay until the very end to see all the different methods. Now method 2 does seem dangerous, and I want to clarify it can be if you don't know what you're doing, so listen closely. I'm sure you've seen countless people putting candles out with their fingers, and I've always thought to myself, I feel like it can't be that hard. Surely all you're doing is pinching the wick, right? Wrong. Well, kind of. Before you pinch the wick, make sure you lick your finger and your thumb. We already saw from the last method what happens when water and fire mix. The candle goes out. So, with wet fingers, when you pinch the candle wick, the candle will extinguish.
Oh my god, that is so easy.
It's really not hard. There's nothing more to it. However, of course it was very scary to do for the first time. So, what I did was practice on a non-lit candle so that I could get the motions of quickly pinching my fingers and releasing them off of the candle wick. And then when I felt confident, I licked my fingers and I pinched. Just like that, the candle's extinguished. Now the last 2 methods go hand in hand. I decided I want to punch and also kick the candles out. Let's begin with the punches. So initially I just wanted to punch the 1 candle out, and although yes I struggled at first, I managed to do it. So then I jumped immediately into punching 3 candles out, and this was a lot harder. 2 was even hard, but I began to understand and work out the theory. What actually is the best way to punch the candle out? Now when punching the candle out, we're not relying on water, but instead the air, and thus we're looking to find what actually provides the best force of air. So I tried punching straight, and I also tried to punch in a hammer motion. This was what I found.
Let's see what a straight punch looks like. Now let's compare that with a slight downward arc. As you can see, the slight downward arc brings more air, carries more air to extinguish all the candles. However, with a straight punch, the air goes out to the sides of your fist. Therefore, if you're wanting to blow out the candles with your fist, you're going to want to use that slight downward arc.
So as you can see, the smooth arcing motion your hand makes carries more air, and you can actually feel this yourself by trying to straight punch and also trying that smooth arc of a motion. It's a no-brainer that this is the technique that we want to follow. Now the last method has to be one of the hardest but also coolest things I've ever done. I wanted to kick the candle out. However, not just one kick. I wanted to get a little fancy with it. So I began with a jumping turning kick. And for the non-taekwondo people watching, it's a jumping roundhouse kick. Now this was fairly easy to control, and thus, candle went out pretty much instantly. So I then leveled up to a jumping reverse turning kick. And although maybe not the cleanest kick I've done, it most certainly put the candle out. So then I leveled it up one more time. We've got the 360, also known as the tornado kick. This was also fairly easy to control, and candle went straight out. Now I only had 2 more levels left. Next is what me and my brother call an inverted 360, and I must say, I really like this kick. It feels very nice to do, and even nicer to do when you put the candle out within just a few tries. Time for the last level, level 5, the hardest level, a good old 540. This was probably one of the hardest kicks to control and keep accurate, especially since the grass was still a little wet. However, I began to get my foot closer and closer to the candle, and you can also see my brother's face. He got more and more scared the closer my foot got. However, on my very next attempt, I was just close enough and put the candle out. Yes! Also, let me know in the comments if you want me to teach you how to do these kicks.
That's the end of the video. If you did like, you know what to do already. Smash the like, subscribe, comment, share it with a friend. And I will see you in the next one. Also, videos are coming, so please subscribe and be patient. I will be posting. Summer's coming.
If you watched on past that and stayed until the very end, I cannot thank you enough. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.